Hey there, and welcome back to our channel. If you've ever felt like you're drowning in debt, or simply wondering how some people manage to live without the stress of owing money, this video is for you. Today, we're going to dive deep into the 9 characteristics that debt-free people have, and more importantly, how you can develop these habits to free yourself from the weight of debt. So grab a pen and paper, because we've got a lot to unpack. Let's get started. 1. They live below their means. One of the defining traits of debt-free individuals is that they know how to live below their means. It might sound like common sense, but for many, it's a mindset that requires a shift. Debt-free people make conscious decisions about their spending. They prioritize needs over wants, avoid unnecessary luxuries, and often practice delayed gratification. They understand that just because they can afford something today doesn't mean it's the right decision for their financial future. Take a look at your spending habits. Are there things you're spending money on that you don't truly need? Is there a way to downsize or simplify to save a little extra each month? The key here is to start small, cut out impulse purchases, and identify areas where you can trim back. 2. They have a budget and stick to it. Budgeting might seem like a chore, but it's one of the most effective tools for keeping your finances in check. Debt-free people make sure they know exactly where their money is going each month. They have a budget and they follow it. A budget is simply a way of telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Debt-free individuals typically follow the 50/30/20 rule, where 50% goes to essentials, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. If you don't have a budget yet, there are a ton of tools and apps out there to help you create one that works for you. The important thing is not just making a budget, but sticking to it. Track your spending, adjust as necessary, and always keep an eye on your financial goals. 3. They build and maintain emergency funds. Life happens, and debt-free people are prepared for the unexpected. Whether it's a medical emergency, car repairs, or an unexpected job loss, they have an emergency fund in place. Debt-free individuals usually aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in an easily accessible savings account. The idea here is to have a financial cushion that allows them to handle life's curveballs without relying on credit cards or loans. If you're just starting out, setting a small, achievable goal, say $500 or $1,000, can give you a solid foundation. Over time, you can work your way up to a fully funded emergency fund. 4. They avoid lifestyle inflation. As debt-free people start earning more money, they don't let their expenses inflate with their income. This is one of the biggest traps that people fall into, and it's one of the primary reasons why so many find themselves in debt despite earning decent salaries. Lifestyle inflation occurs when your income increases, but instead of saving or investing the extra money, you spend it on more expensive items or experiences. Debt-free people resist the urge to upgrade their life every time they get a raise or bonus. Instead, they stick to their established budget, save more, and pay off debt faster. Ask yourself, when you get a pay raise or extra income, how do you typically respond? Do you start spending more, or do you use that extra money to improve your financial situation? 5. They set financial goals and stay focused on them. Debt-free people are goal-oriented. They don't just wander through life hoping their finances will magically improve. They set clear, measurable financial goals and work toward them consistently. These goals might include things like paying off credit card debt, saving for a down payment on a house, or investing for retirement. Regardless of the goal, debt-free individuals stay focused and track their progress along the way. When setting financial goals, it's essential to make them specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. What we call SMART goals. For example, instead of saying, "I want to pay off my debt," try something more specific like, "I will pay off $5,000 of credit card debt in 12 months. 6. They avoid debt like the plague. Debt-free individuals are allergic to debt. They avoid it at all costs. They don't finance cars. They don't use credit cards for purchases they can't afford to pay off immediately. And they don't take out loans for things that aren't necessary. This might sound extreme, but it's part of what makes debt-free people successful in maintaining their financial freedom. They understand the psychological and financial burden that comes with owing money, so they do everything they can to avoid it. Now, this doesn't mean they never use credit. Many debt-free people use credit cards responsibly to earn rewards, but they pay off the balance every month, avoiding any interest charges or debt accumulation. The goal is to use debt strategically when necessary and avoid falling into the trap of borrowing for consumption. 7. They invest early and often. Debt-free people don't just save, they invest. They understand that in order to build long-term wealth, they need to put their money to work. Whether it's in the stock market, real estate, or other types of investments, debt-free individuals make investing a priority. Starting early is one of the key ways to build wealth. Even if you can only invest a small amount at first, the power of compounding over time can work wonders. Many debt-free people also take advantage of retirement accounts like 400 and Onyx or IRAs to secure their future. If you're not already investing, now is the time to start. You don't need a ton of money to begin. Just start small, stay consistent, and gradually increase your contributions as you become more comfortable. 8. They have a positive money mindset. Debt-free people don't see money as something to fear or avoid. They have a healthy, positive relationship with their finances. They understand that money is a tool that can give them freedom, security, and the ability to live the life they want. This positive mindset doesn't mean they don't experience financial struggles, but it means they approach their finances with confidence and optimism. They view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than obstacles that are impossible to overcome. If you struggle with a negative money mindset, it's important to start shifting your thoughts. Start by educating yourself about personal finance, surrounding yourself with people who have healthy money habits, and practicing gratitude for what you have. 9. They are financially educated. One of the biggest differences between people who are in debt and those who are debt-free is financial education. Debt-free people take the time to learn about personal finance, investing, and money management. They don't just go with the flow. They educate themselves, seek out resources, and are always looking for ways to improve their financial knowledge. This could mean reading books, listening to podcasts, attending workshops, or working with a financial advisor. The more you learn, the better equipped you are to make smart financial decisions. If you don't feel confident about your financial knowledge, don't worry. It's never too late to start. There are countless free resources out there that can help you improve your money skills and start making informed decisions about your finances.